Give it about a minute to reboot. Cheers, Graham. Apologies for that little blip in coverage there. It remains 2-0 to Coventry United against Heanor Town. Having a few problems with the internet, unfortunately. Rankin picks up on the right-hand side. Towards that far post where Piggin was waiting. Clearance made. Now United push forward once again. Woodward over to Rankin on that right-hand side. Tries to cut in. Keeps away from the trailing level. Craggart. A glancing header. Just wide. Jeff Woodward in a unusually attacking position. The header just off the mark. So once again, apologies for anyone tuning into today's coverage. For some reason, the internet doesn't seem to like Heanor. A poor kick from White. Intercepted by Mitch Piggin. Finds Rankin on the edge of the area. Rankin tries to make his way into the box, covered up by Constable, taken out by Constable. Referee says no foul. Constable didn't get to the ball. It's a rather odd decision from the referee, I've got to say. Reeve tried to find the number 11 in Sam Viggs, but flicked off his heel. And now Heanor looked to push forward. Clearance only as far as the captain, Ralston. United have it in the back line now with Rob Prinzel. Space out wide for Cadby. Here he is, Nathan Cadby. By the way, there has been a substitution for Heanor Town. I forgot to tell you, Alex Brown has been taken off and replaced by Oliver Naylor. So that's the change of Heanor Town. Naylor replacing Brown in the midfield. It's actually a swap with Brown coming on as a Brown coming off as a midfielder and the striker Naylor coming on. Ralston chips it towards that left-hand side where Oliver is waiting. He had to get the ball away sharp as Piggin closed him down. Vickers, pressure from behind by Barnett, but distributes it to Craddock. Long lofted ball and Reeves stumbles as it bounces away from him. Cadby to take it. Hoofs it up line. Nodded on by Piggin. Chest control by Jays, flicks it up too high though. Ralston clears only as far as Chris Cox in the Coventry midfield. Woodward keeps it away from a sliding Constable. Now it's opposite number 7, Lewis Rankin looks to inflict more damage. Skips away from one challenge and another. It's Lewis Rankin looking for another Rankin rocket. Poor pass though. Craddock's clearance only as far as Reeves. Taken out by Gif Musa. Free kick Heanor. Around 10 yards inside their own half. Let's get you some latest scores if we can. From the international matches happening around the country. We believe it remains at 0-0 between England and Brazil at Wembley. And the bad news is that Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been taken off injured, so you can guarantee England aren't scoring for the rest of the night. But what news from the Aviva Stadium in Ireland? Try and give you an update on the game in the World Cup qualifying playoffs. And it's not looking good for Ireland at the moment. Well, it's certainly not looking good. Ireland won, Denmark 4, and a hat-trick for Christian Eriksen. So England will be the only side from the British Isles representing, the British Isles in the World Cup. So Ireland couldn't make it, Scotland couldn't make it, Wales couldn't make it. It's old England representing Britannia once again, how it should be. Back to the action. Here's Ralston. 25 minutes remaining here at the town ground. Heanor 0, Coventry 2. Musa able to catch Ralston off guard and sprints towards that loose ball, and White cheekily chipped it out of play for a throw into Coventry United. And he grabs the ball and tries to create some separation so he can get back to his line before the throw can be taken. That United are in no rush to take it. They've got this game under control for the moment. But one goal could change all that. You can forget the late drama we saw last season, around this time last year. It was actually a year and 3 days ago that we played Heanor. Last season when United lost by 2-1. They're looking to make that right today. Woodward gives away the throw-in deep into United territory as the Heanor counter-attack petered out. Oliver. Craddock turns and give Musa trying to pull Craddock down by his arm. Free kick obviously given. I think Musa was going for a Greco-Roman armbar there. Acceptable in wrestling, but not in football. What can I say, though? That's the wrestling commentator coming at me. I do commentary for wrestling as well, if you don't know. Talking of wrestling, will this be a pile driver for Heanor straight into the top corner? We've seen a few of them for Coventry side and the opposing side this season. Well, standing over it is Lawrence Constable. How he'd love to give Heanor some hope. We've seen them go in from further distances than this. It's actually a chip pass and nodded on over the crossbar by Ralston. Goal kick. United looking comfortable and looking good for their 2-goal lead. No more activity on the Coventry United bench for now. Now, we were originally told that United had only a 14-man squad, but they have now named 4 players on the bench. One of them has already been used in Nathan Cadby coming on for the injured Bobby Mosley, who had a severe nosebleed in the first half. Also on the bench is Dominic Alani, who we believe is still suffering from a tight hamstring. And also, Chris Cox taken out by Craddock. But Vance Martin is saying that he didn't touch him, but I heard the contact from here, so I think that's wrong. So also on the bench, Aaron Opoku, Keaton Francis Barlow and Dominic Alani. But there was definitely contact. Despite what the fans are saying, there was contact. I could hear the contact from here, so... Rob Prinzel blasting that one away, there you go. Towards that far side, not quite into Rankin's range. But it will be picked up by Jeff Woodward. Lobbed into the area. Jays can make contact with the header. It's now with Rankin on the right hand side. He may unleash on here. He does! Straight onto the crossbar! Someone check that woodwork. I think it may be cracked. Well, Lewis Rankin certainly has an eye for the spectacular goal. And he nearly gave us another one to savour there. The resulting throw-in, Cadby blocked up by Reeves, blasted clear. Musa had to win it back, but brought down to earth by the number 10, Danny Gordon. Here's Constable, turns away from Chris Cox, great footwork, and Reeves dragged to earth by Kyle Barnett. Free kick to Heanor, around 10 yards inside United territory. Quick free kick taken to Danny Gordon, space on the right-hand side for Miles Scott. Heanor may have rushed this one too quickly. Craddock has a neat ball into Reeves in the penalty area, plays a 1-2, it's Reeves, he's sent it into the Keith Costello stand behind the goal. Was that the moment for Heanor? Brilliant opportunity for Reeves, who has looked Heanor's most credible goal threat so far. He's produced some brilliant saves from Rich Morris, but that not quite on target, unfortunately, for Heanor. Morris clears with just 20 minutes to go. United are not home and dry yet, but they may be if Rankin can strike one. He's on the ball in the penalty area. It's Lewis Rankin, lays it off for Jack Jays, coming a clean contact. Pig and Cameron blocked on the line. It's still up in the air and caught by White. United not settling for 2. They know exactly what can happen here at the town ground. They want to make sure they're home and dry before they get into added time. But Miles Scott with a crucial block on the line to deny Piggin. And Scott will take the throw-in deep into Heanor territory. Looking for Reeves. Forced away from the ball by Cox, who wins the resulting header. He's being held by Oliver Naylor, and the referee has now given the free kick, and Cox is signalling that he's hurt. And the referee saying that he doesn't require treatment. No, he seems fine. In fact, it's not Cox that needs treatment. Cox is back on his feet. It's Rob Prinzel who's in need now. And this one looks sincere. Carl Barnett, I should say, checking on his defensive mate, Rob Prinzel. The Coventry United physio giving Rob the once over. United do have a defender in Dominic Elaney on the bench. Well, I say defender, he can play anywhere across the back line and also on the wing as well. If they were to bring Elaney on, they'd probably put Woodward in centre-back and Elaney on the right-hand side, but Elaney is still nursing an injury, so he probably wouldn't be the best option. They could put Cox at centre-back. He has played there before. Well, Prinzel is coming off the field for now. Standard protocol, of course, when a player is injured. Craig Reed to fire this one towards the penalty area from 5 yards inside the Heanor half. Can they clear it? Jays. Craddock able to get a crucial touch away from the goal. Now Morris trying to order his defence into a decent formation as Heanor try and put it on the right end of the pitch. Didn't happen as it goes out of play for a Heanor throw inside their own half. Craddock. Nice little pirouette away from his opposite number 4, Gift Musa. Constable. Craddock. Trying to find Constable again down that left wing, covered up by Jeff Woodward. Able to find a teammate. Cross whipped in and headed away by Cadby, who's had a very strong debut. Piggin lays it off. Cadby looking to get onto the loose ball. Scott blocked off. Wee. Right, flying given to Coventry United. Well, I'm just glad they didn't hit the camera. I tell you what, there's been about 5 near misses. These things don't come cheap, you know, lads. Cadby's throw, no straight out of play by Rawson, no doubt about that throw. Cadby's going to take, and there's going to be a change for Heanor. We can see the substitutes board ready. They haven't changed the numbers yet, because the number 12's still on there. That change is already made. Oh, Nathan Cadby, who was the first substitute for Coventry United, coming on for the bloody Bobby Mosley. He's going to take the throw. Trying to find Reed on the left-hand side of the penalty area, met in the air by Scott, and Reed will try and let that one go out for a corner. He won't have the opportunities. It's cleared by Marriott. Sent back where it came from by Piggin, cleared once again by Scott. Here's Craddock. Long lofted ball aiming for the number 11, Sam Vickers, met in the air by Barnett. Brought down to earth by Naylor. Sent on the right-hand side for Reeves to chase. Cadby able to pressure him off the ball. Great pressure, but he's lost it to Reeves once again. In goes Cox, stabs it away, and Cadby will pick up the pieces and fire it clear. Miles Scott. Out of reach for Craddock, he wasn't expecting it. And the change will be made. It's a Coventry United change. It's Aaron Opoku coming on. And there's going to be a change for Heanor too. That's Jordan Lee getting ready for Heanor Town, the number 14. Well, straight swap. Up front it would appear, in fact no, it's not going to be Craig Reed coming off actually, it's Rob Prinzel coming off, so United bringing a striker on for a defender. How are they going to work this one out? They may go for a 4-3-3 and drop Cox back into centre-back. So the change for Coventry United, Aaron Opoku replacing Rob Prinzel, while Lawrence Constable heads off the field with Jordan Lee taking his place. So Lee for Constable, for Heanor. Coventry United to Opoku on for Prinzel. And yes, it does. Yeah, we are right. Chris Cox is taking his place at centre back. So United should be going for a 4-3-3. We may see Piggin. Well, Piggin's playing a deeper role. But at the moment, it looks like Jays and Opoku up front, with Reed on the left side of midfield, and Piggin playing sort of a defensive midfield role behind Reed, Rankin and Musa. So it looks like a 4-1-3-2. Long ball from the back, easily picked up by Ralston. Sends it forward for Reeve to chase it. Just out of reach. Jordan Lee will go for it. Referee gives a throw in the Coventry United. 15 minutes gone here. 50 minutes gone. 50 minutes to go, I should say. If it's 15 minutes gone, it's 2-0. That's rather impressive, although it's not quite the 2 minutes gone and 2-0 that we saw on Saturday when United scored 2 goals in 127 seconds. Here's Craig Reed. Finds Jays in space on the left. He's quickly closed down. What can JJ do here? He tries to cut in. It's Jack Jays, and it's, well, saved by the goalkeeper, Wayne White. It was straight up the gloves, but he took the pace out of the ball and picked it up. Sent through, and a poor pass, and you can hear Oliver Naylor barking at his teammate, not happy with that pass at all. The through ball straight through the defence, but no one there to chase it. That was a substitute, Jordan Lee, with that pass. So not the best of first impressions from the sub. We're naming our CUTV player of the match in 5 minutes' time. Let us know who you think it should be at Coventry United TV. Free kick Coventry United as Jack Jays looks like he's taking one right to the tooth. He seems all right now, so the tooth fairy won't be needed. Maybe the goal gods could be woken up here as United line up the free kick. Well, as one man formerly known as Mr. Set Piece leaves the club, that nickname's got to go to someone, and I'd put my money on it being Lewis Rankin. Well, Jack Jason standing over it as well. We know Craig Reed lost a hit, but he's got his back to the wall, so I'd assume it's not going to be Reed. In fact, it's going to be Jays. It's well hit, and it's well held. Straight into White's gut. Now Heanor on the break. Here's Liam Oliver. A long ball down the left-hand side. Naylor will give chase, and look! Oh, he's gone straight over the advertising boards. Oh, that's going in the blooper reel at the end of the season. Throw-in taken. Still can't believe that. Well, it's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, White. Right, Liam, professional now. Come on, there's a game to be played here. Attempted through ball, should be easy pickings for Cadby, and in fact it's gone out of play. Morris will hoof it over the main stand here at the town ground. And it will be a throw into Heanor Town. We've got another ball immediately. It's taken by Scott Craddock. Naylor back to Scott Craddock. Scott on the right hand side. Cadby gets stuck in and wins it back for Coventry United. Can he clear? Shielding the ball on that flank. Pass deflected into the path of Mitch Piggin. Opoku finds Rankin in space down that right hand side. Opoku's with him. They're getting into each other's feet there. But Rankin plays out wide to Aaron Opoku. He's kept it in. Rankin in support. United just trying to wait a little bit of time. There's only 10 minutes left. Opoku tries to cut in. And he's lost the ball to Craddock, who fires it into the cricket field on the far side of the ground, which is exactly where the Heanor player ended up a couple of minutes ago. No more substitutes on the card just yet. The next time the ball goes out of play, we'll be naming our CUTV player of the match. It's a tight one tonight, I've got to admit. Throw-in taken. Not done by Craddock, and Poker will let that one go out of play for a corner. Well, we're going to name our CUTV player of the match today. We're going to give it to the returning hero. It's Coventry United's number 11, Jack Jays. A third goal would kill the game off. And you can forgive United for having a little bit of anxiety after what happened last year when they conceded 2 goals late on. Head towards goal by Opoku, cleared. Who keeps the ball alive onto the right hand side with Lewis Rankin, covered up by a couple of Heanor players, crossed down to the near post by White. White with a volleyed clearance, searching for Naylor, out of reach and nodded up by Kyle Barnett. Overhead kick by Mitch Piggin, playing in defensive midfield at the moment, offside against Aaron Opoku. And Heanor will start again very quickly. Nato to shrug his man off, but at the expense of losing the ball. And Morris will take his time and a few faux grabs at the ball. And he'll pick it up now. Next time we're on air here on CUTV, live coverage of the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division match between Coventry United and Long Eaton United. That's on Saturday. Kick-off at 3 o'clock. We'll be on air from 2:45 p.m. And of course you've got live coverage of Coventry United ladies on Sunday as well. And Mitch Piggin taken out by Craddock. Piggin's back on his feet, and was a little bit of a yell from Piggin on the way down. There was contact. I think it warranted the man down yell from Piggin. Sent towards the right-hand side where Rankin is waiting. He doesn't bother jumping for it and allows Heanor to try and find their way out of this scenario. Cadby loses out on the left wing, but Cadby battles for the ball along with Reed to win it back for Coventry United into the centre of the park with Gift Musa all the way back to Rich Morris. With 7 minutes of normal time to go, Morris punts it away. Lie clear by Marriott. But United regain possession in the midfield. Aaron Opoku forced out of play, but the ball isn't. It's kept in with Scott. Naylor, good pressure from Gift Musa, but again United not able to take the ball away. Craddock slides in, takes out Musa without getting to the ball. Referee says no foul. Slid away by Ralston. Lob forward, Elliot Reeves, which is actually the name of the hairdressers by the Rico Arena, actually. It's fired out of play by Carl Barnett as we run out of time at the town ground. Fingers crossed there will be no late dramatics this time around, although you never can tell with this beautiful game. Naylor, a hard battle with Mitch Piggin, and Heanor come out with the ball still encasing that corner. Barnett should have pressured Lee out of play. Cross charge down by Rankin, corner kick Heanor. And the familiar chant from the Heanor fans, not quite as loud as last year, but you've got to say fair play to the Heanor fans who have made their way to the town ground tonight, and also to the Coventry United faithful who have braved the M1 and found their way to the town ground. You can hear them over the microphone in full voice as usual, but will it be the Heanor fans cheering after this move? No, it won't. And a poor pass from Gordon sends United on the move. Lewis Rankin runs straight into Marriott, but it's come off Marriott's leg out of play for a Coventry United throw around 5 yards into enemy lines. This is the perfect scenario for the Red and Greens with about 5 minutes of normal time to go. They're at the right end of the pitch with a comfortable 2-0 lead, and they've seemed to keep Heanor quiet for the majority of this match. United won't be in 8th place for much longer. I believe this is one of their games in hand, so because United, they win their games in hand, I think they're going to be about 5 points behind Kozel in the MFL PD table. So for fans on their social media saying that United aren't going to win the league, just hold your horses. Of course, these games in hand have to be won. This is one of them, and United are winning it. Throw into Opoku. Holds off Craddock. And a throw in to Heanor as Opoku is forced out of play. Rather heavy-handedly. And that is not the best of passes from the Heanor defender. It was out of play for a throw-in level with his own penalty area to Coventry United. A third goal would be a cracking way to cap off a decent performance for the Red and Greens. And it's gone straight up the chest of I believe that was Craddock. It came off virtually the same position with another throw for Coventry United. Rankin closed down by Lee and spins away from the substitute into the penalty area. Rankin still going. Reed wants it at the far post, tries to find Jays, beaten to the ball, then fired towards the net by Jeff Woodward. But over the goal, crucially, for Heanor. If they can see the third goal here, they can kiss the 3 points goodbye. As it stands, it's still unlikely they'll find their way back into this game. And don't forget what happened last year. White clears. Met in the air by Piggin. Rankin nods on, looking for a Poku. Only as far as Oliver. But a wayward ball towards the left wing. Drifts over the touchline for a Coventry United throw. Around 15 yards into their territory. A few yards gained with a run-up by Jeff Woodward. Poku was having his shirt pulled there. Referee says no foul. He spins away from Oliver. Good throws being made by Poku, and a free kick to Coventry United. Did Poku want that one? He was making some good progress on that right-hand side, but he was running into a dead end. So in fact, it's probably the best that Coventry United did get the free kick. You can get video highlights with commentary of today's match from tomorrow morning via the club's official media outlet, Coventry United TV. Head to youtube.com/Coventry United TV for exclusive commentary and highlights of all Coventry United and Coventry United ladies matches this season. Rankin's free kick into the area, nodded towards the far post by Poku. Offside against Jack Jays as he tried to send it back into danger. 3 minutes of normal time to go. Oliver's clearance charged down by Poku. It looks like one of those days for Heanor. But for Coventry United, anything but. They have found, 3 points difficult to come by recently, but they are doing very well today. They deserve the victory if they can hang on to it. If it's a very big word. Well, Oliver puts a Poku on his backside as he spins away. Forward ball to Reeves. But he can't control it, and neither can Gordon. Final score to Aviva Stadium. The dream is over for Martin O'Neill. Republic of Ireland 1, Denmark 5. An own goal for Cyrus Christie, a hat-trick for Christian Eriksen, and Nicholas Bentner with a penalty in the last minute. What about England, though? Let's try and get the late score from there. We do know Ruben Loftus-Cheek has been taken off injured. It was 0-0 last time we saw it. England's probably their best goal threat has been taken off. And it is still 0-0. So 2 massive friendlies for England. 2 0-0s it looks like. So it's a good job no one's taping that one because it sounds bloody boring, I have to say. That's a peach of a ball to the right-hand side, but can he get stuck in there? I tell you what, this kid has had a cracking debut for Coventry United. If he came on 50 minutes earlier, he would have got man of the match. Cox taken out, and the free kick given to Coventry United looked like a simple collision between Cox and the Heanor number 11. Sam Vickers back on his feet now. Cox is taking a little bit longer to return to a standing stance, but looks like he's going to be okay. No more substitutes on the verge of coming on for either side, it appears. We are now into the final 60 seconds of added time. So of normal time, I should say. So another minute, and then we are into added time. Morris clears towards the head of Aaron Poku, deep into Heanor territory. Goes over for Poku and picked up by Ralston, the captain. Taken out by Aaron Poku, got nowhere near the ball. In fact, that could be a yellow card. Poku sliding in, taking out Ralston. It's certainly wasting some time, so mission accomplished for Aaron Poku, but he's not going to go in the book. The referee just having a quick word. We don't want to see any bookings at this stage of the match. In fact, I don't think we've seen a booking for the entirety of this game. Very rare. Well, for the most part, the officials have had a very good performance. And despite what one of the Heanor coaches said during the first half, personally I think the linesmen have done all right. Maybe apart from that second goal for Coventry United. I had to see that one back. It looked marginal in terms of offside against Jack Jays. Cox nods out of play on this near side for a Heanor throw. A goal here could spark a comeback for the Lions, but it needs to happen now. Lee into the area. Naylor dispossessed, and Mitch Piggin clears his line only as far as Lee. Musa follows through the challenge, and now United will they go on the counter? No, they want to play it all the way back to Morris in goal. Normal time is over. United seem to have the game wrapped up. Reeves spins away from the challenge into the box. Flicked up by Cox, cleared by Rankin. Here's Miles Scott. Across to Marriott at centre back. Puts his laces through that one. It's picked up by Oliver at left back. Real opportunity for the cross from the left hand side. Low cross blocked. Can Apoku get to the rebound? Sorry, it's Gift Booster, I should say. But he's run straight into Craddock. Still the opportunity for Heanor. There goes the cross. Easy grab for Rich Morris. And that should be that. 90 seconds of added time gone. Referee asking Rich Morris to clear the ball, which he obliges to do. Clearance met in the air by Ralston. Craddock pats it across to the fullback. Marriott. Down the right hand side, and Cadby shoving the Heanor man to the ground. Well, I would describe that challenge as forceful. Well, I say forceful, 2 hands out, shoving the Heanor player to the ground. Sam Vickers sent halfway to Narnia with that one. And there is going to be a final substitution for Coventry United. Keaton Francis Ballou. Well, rather strong comments, shall we say, from the Heanor coaching staff. The bleeper machine may be needed. Although I might leave it in, I could do with a giggle. And the final change of coaches, Lewis Rankin off, and on comes Keaton Francis Ballou. Well, despite the protest, it is a throw into Coventry United, which was taken by Nathan Cadby. And Apoku wrestled to the ground, and amazing, that's not a foul either. And even so, the figure goes straight into Naylor. My God, this game has turned into utter bedlam in the last minute. Woodward clears. Now it's Apoku. Bit of a seal dribble there. Stumbles and it's taken away by Craddock. Naylor. Space on the right hand side. It's put down that right hand side. Crossing opportunity for Sam Vickers. And it's cleared by Piggin. I think Rich Morris had it covered. But Piggin taking no chances, slowing that ball out of play. If he can get a goal here, they may have another minute or so to go after a dramatic equaliser. For anyone listening, I would have said that if they can score here, they can go after an equaliser. Into the area. And blasted clear. I'm hiring Gary Lineker as we pundit next time. This guy's useless. Well, it is cleared and out of play for Coventry United. And a throw-in just in front of Terry Anderson's dugout. And I'll probably say, looking at... Well, if I had a watch, I'd be looking at it. I'd say probably the time has about run out, so Coventry United should, I emphasise the word should, see this out. Of course, never write anything off, especially when it comes to Coventry United, especially at this place as well. But I'm going to go out on a limb. I'd say Coventry United got the 3 points sealed. Here's Oliver Naylor. Wrestled to the ground by Aaron Apoku. Terry Anderson barking at his player saying, get back, get back. Anderson asking the ref how much longer is there going to be. It's been 5 minutes of added time. Ask no more. The final whistle blows at the town ground. The Demons of last year expelled by the Red and Greens. Lewis Rankin heading home the opening goal in the second half. And Jack Jays with his second goal in 2 matches since his return from Bedworth. A job well done after a tricky trip down the M1. Final score at the town ground. Heanor Town 0, Coventry United 2. And that will do us here on CUTV. for another night where you can join us on Saturday afternoon for live coverage of Coventry United's home tie against Long Eaton United in the Total Motion Midland Football League Premier Division. Coverage starts at 2:45, kick-off at 3, and of course you can get video highlights with Coventry of this match right here on YouTube from tomorrow morning, youtube.com/Coventry United TV, or you can hit the subscribe button, you'll get a notification when the video goes on air. A cracking performance from the Red and Greens today, a deserved 3 points. And that gap to Kozel is getting smaller. Final score, once again, here at the Town Ground, Heanor 0, Coventry 2, Liam Cook signing off, and we'll see you on Saturday.